Alright, it's Crypto 101 here, and in this video I'm going to do a full unbiased review of Elektra, and you're also going to learn why I am giving this the 100% green light for this coin, so stick around to learn more on why. Alright, so this is the website here, Elektra, and you can see so far that it's not your template that you've seen on all the other sites, the other lending ICOs, and I can explain a little bit more in detail when we go through this. So right here, it shows how many coins are sold, and this thing is moving fast. It's been 5 days already, right? And this thing is already at phase 2. There's 3 phases, and it's only been 5 days, right? It's supposed to be 30 days total, but it's almost selling out. We're halfway there, guys. Right, so over here, we have how EKA works, and that's pretty much just your standard, like description of what cryptocurrency is. So that's not too important. I don't need to mention that here. We have Elektra Exchange. This is where they're going to have the exchange built out. Right over here, we have the web wallet, and you can see this is nicely done. Whoever designed this website, they really had a nice touch to it, and it's looking really clean. This is where the Elektra wallet, online web wallet, will be placed. Alright, so here are some important facts about the website. Why Elektra? Is because they have an insurance policy. Alright, so they are holding 40% of the funds in reserve in the worst case scenarios. If anything were to happen to Elektra, or if there was a crash in the market and people start pulling out, they can cover it, okay? Because they have extra funds of 40% on reserve, which is something unheard of in the lending platform so far. So if they could provide that, even just the idea alone, it's already set aparting like itself from all the other lending ICOs. Next thing is the low fees, 1% mining pool fee. Okay, so there's an exchange fee. 70% will go towards maintenance upgrade, and 30% will go into insurance for the loans. All right, so just like I mentioned earlier, the insurance is a big thing about this company, and that's what's setting it apart. And the 70% towards the maintenance upgrade, so they're already allocating their funds. They already know where the funds will be allocated to keep this business running. That is a great sign. I haven't seen that in many other companies so far. And here we go, early withdrawal. This is something unheard of. This is the first time I've seen this, but pretty much it gives you the option to withdraw your loans at a penalty of 20%. All right, so at 50% mark, when your loan is complete up to 50%, halfway there, you could withdraw your loan, but they'll just penalize you 20%. But of course, you need to send a support ticket explaining why. You might think that's kind of odd that they're asking you why. You could just give any excuses, but what they're trying to do is prevent people from constantly taking advantage of the withdrawal, because there's a little loophole I can show you guys in just a second here when I pull out the white paper, but just to let you know, that's what it is. You see, we will review your request and see how much time is left in your contract. So it does take 12 to 24 hours for them to review your request to do a early withdrawal. But that's given with any, like, this is great that they're even doing this. So of course they need some time to review it. It's not just instant, right? So remember that 20% of your investment will be deducted before your investment's return. Okay, so there we go. You understand that your loan, if you withdraw early, they're going to deduct 20% of that initial deposit. All right, so you put 1,000, you get 800 back. All right, if you do early withdrawal. All right, next specifications. Right here you have Equihash. See, no centralized mining is just like Bitcoin, proof of work, proof of stake. EKA is the name of the coin. You get 32 million max supply. And here's the block time. Staking interest is 10% monthly. That's looking really good. That's more than what Bitconnect is right now if you stake this coin. That's nice to see. So next thing, here is the lending structure. You have 4 tiers. You get 0.4% bonus at the highest at 10,000. I am definitely shooting for that, and I get my capital back in 90 days, 3 months, guys. That is fast. That is faster than Regal. Regal's 99 days. This one is at the maximum tier, you get it back in 90 days. That's fast. And 0.4%, that's a handsome reward bonus on top of the daily volatility software, the trading bot. So it says if Elektra's trading bot does not make profit or takes a loss, you will not receive a payout unless you have a contract with a bonus. So and clients will never take a loss with Elektra when Elektra takes a loss. So you never lose money in any of these loans. You know, you won't get negative where you have to pay back, you know, because they didn't make money and they lost money on the trading bots. So that's a little disclaimer. I like to see that, you know, they're explaining fully in detail to the customers that, you know, if they don't make money, you don't make money. Pretty much that's it, right? So that's good to see that they're actually they're thinking way ahead and mapping everything out in details, all right, of what's going to happen. So you know this company took a lot of time to prepare this website and this entire business. All right, so look at this roadmap here. I tried starting from the top to bottom to read this, but it says 2018 quarter 3 to 4. I was like, wait a minute. Actually, it's from the bottom to top, guys. This is a rocket ship going to the moon, which is kind of funny. But this time, instead of top to bottom, how you read most roadmaps is from bottom to top. So here you go. So 2017 October, launching the website, ICO. November, end of ICO. All right, release of Blockchain Explorer, launch of Web Wallet. That is coming up soon, and that's where you're going to need to actually transfer these coins to. And 2017 December, they have a desktop wallet. The referral program is going to launch. External exchange, they have mining pools. So that's big. So you're able to start mining in December. But here's one thing to note. In 2018, so next year, quarter 1, they're starting the lending program. So the external exchanges hit in December, right? That's going first. The lending program, usually for most of these lending ICOs, they've been doing it lending first after the ICO ends, and then they hit the exchanges. All right, but this one is reverse. They're hitting the exchange first, and then they're going to do the lending after. Now, why would they do that? You know, it's not that attractive to see that a lending program, people could start making money on the loans right away after the ICO. It's not attractive to see that, but hey, they have their plans to do that for a good reason. And honestly, if it was a scam, they would not put that so late in the game, all right? But this is a really good sign, seeing that, guys. They have plans in their own way for a good reason, all right? So in 2018 quarter 2, they are revealing their trading bot. I'm going to go into that a little more later when I read the white paper for you guys. So expanding development team, sure. 2018 quarter 3, 4, expanding marketing team, continuing partnership and growth. Okay, so that's it for the roadmap. And here's a little brief of the roadmap as well. It's all the same here. And right there you have an image of their debit card that's going to be coming out for EKA. All right. So the ICO will run for 30 days until 4 million coins are sold. To combat fraud and ensure fairness at the time of purchase, you will receive placeholder coins immediately after the ICO. So when they say placeholder coins, that's mean you have the EKA coins, all right, on the website, but you can't transfer out onto exchange yet, because right over here it says that we want to keep the ICO as fair as possible and limit the chances of Elektra coins being listed on exchange prematurely. So they don't want the Elektra coins to be released out onto the exchange before they release it onto exchange, all right? So they're trying to keep it fair, and they plan this out way ahead of time, all right? They already know what's going to happen by releasing these coins to the wrong hands, you know? So they're designing it so they can have placeholder coins, EKA coins, on the website, and then they're going to create a web wallet where you can transfer it to the web wallet when they are preparing it for the launch. All right, so they're doing this, all mapping it out for us. They actually went in detail explaining that to us. I don't know any other ICOs that have gone this far to do that. So that's a really good sign with Elektracoin. All right, so 25 days left, and you see that they have all their funds allocated where they want to go. So operations, 15% legal auditing, marketing, product development. Another thing about legal auditing, it's deregulated. You know, they don't have any regulation, any country that anyone knows of, because all these lending platforms, they don't have an actual presence as far as we know. All right, so there's no need for legal auditing because they don't have to pay taxes. Honestly, we don't even know where they're located. So that's my piece on that. Legal auditing, that's one thing I kind of don't buy, but everything else are looking fabulous here. So not many red flags. All right, so I'm gonna keep going on and explain to you more, and you're gonna like this as I go. You're gonna like this. All right, so this is phase 2. You get a little 10% bonus. I got it at phase 1. I believe it was 15% bonus, and that's over now. So that happened quick within a matter of like, I believe like 1 day or 2. So get your coins now. Phase 3 is coming up soon, and the coins will be sold out very fast. All right, so right here, I clicked on the Twitter, and this is their Twitter page. So right here, they have one photo up. And they're testing this on the back end of that page I showed you earlier. This is where their in-house trading will be taking place, and this is what it looks like. All right, so that's a little sneak peek on what's going ahead with their in-house trading, and they're working on that right now. Good to see that. And you see that they started this this Twitter all the way on October 18th, and they've been posting pretty much every day, updating everybody on their website, and it's looking really good. One thing to note though, on the website, it seems like this contact page, it doesn't work, all right? And I will give you guys an unbiased full detail of everything on the website. So the contact doesn't work. On Twitter, it did mention that due to heavy demand on the contact, they actually wanted them to turn it on. And they did say they would turn it on. Let's see. Due to overwhelming community requests, we will implement the email system. So you know what, Elektracoin, they don't have an email service set up. They don't have that page. So that's one flag, I would say, just for that. But regardless, they still have a Twitter, which is most important. They can communicate with their customers. Okay, so this is their white paper, and this is one of the most well-written white paper I have seen. Next to Gold Reward, and I do hold this company and what it offers and what I read so far in very high standard, and this is something you guys might want to come in and check out yourself and double read, because this is pretty nice to see what they have to offer just with the white paper alone. And you can tell this is not something they copy and paste. Everything is written just for Elektracoin, and it's all well written too, with no typos or anything. This is a well polished website with no problems and functionality at all. So come in and check it out, guys. Here you go. You have a little bit of liability here where you're saying, you know, a little disclaimer that they're not responsible for certain things like hacks, you know, loss of password, loss of private key. I mean, just a little disclaimer. At least they gave a disclaimer on this. You know, most websites won't have any disclaimer at all. All right. So here you go, another information on cryptocurrency analysis. They had a well-written portion on cryptocurrency, but you know, it's just your usual thing that you don't need to really look into. So what is Elektracoin? Explain a little more. Same thing, cryptocurrency. You know, anonymous fast transaction. Okay, so next thing here we have what to expect from Elektracoin. Insurance policy. That was what I was talking about. 40% is what they're going to reserve for, you know, anything of. For the loans, you know, they get paid back their clients, so that's huge. No other company has that, you know, that they reserve 40% of you know, their funds. All right, so right here, transaction fees. Okay, that's 1%. Mining pool fees 1%. Exchange, right? Explained that earlier. 70% goes towards maintenance. 30% goes into the insurance. That's what we're going to do with the exchange fees. Connect with community, increase your wallet. You know. Secure your wallet, profit tomorrow, sustainable. That's not important. Locking your secure by taking control of your finances. Okay, you can do proof of work, proof of stake. That's mean mining and also holding into a wallet to earn more coins. Okay, so you can earn a 130% return per year. I believe it was 10% for staking wallet. I don't know how they got 130%. Should be 120% per year, but okay, might be a little typo there. Staking POS, so that's staking information, mining information right here. So this is pretty nice here. So it says that you could download their QT wallet from GitHub, and just keep in mind, guys, I actually went on GitHub. I couldn't find any information on that, but I guess they haven't prepared that yet. Still not a deal breaker to me. It will come soon, but you could download your QT wallet from there. At least they thought that out already. So you wait for Elektra wallet to sync with blockchain. This will take time. Be patient. All right, you will need to connect to our mining pool. Mining pool and batch file information will be launched after the ICO. So with mining, they actually explain how you can do it with their QT wallet that you download from GitHub, and they also went into details. They have to let it sync, you know, before they can start mining, which is all like only some real developers would know information like that to that extent, you know. So that's really good that they kept all these, you know, little disclaimers just to help people understand how the mining works, and almost everything in this is pretty much well detailed. So here we go, web wallet here. Do not send Bitcoins to any wallet. They even give a little disclaimer saying do not send any other coins to their web wallet or else you will lose it. That's a little warning. Also, you know, they're telling you to have a good strong password, write it down, keep it safe. You know, they're concerned about their customers' safety. All right, so no other company even cares about this kind of details in writing, but they do it. Right, so you could pretty much deposit, you know, your EKA coins into the wallet, but if you don't activate the 2FA and security questions and protect your own wallet, you can't do anything else after that. I mean, it's for your own protection that you protect your wallet, so they could actually prevent any problems in the future, and it's a good thing to prevent these problems for you, you know, because they don't want to deal with all these customer support tickets where people hit and turn off all these securities on their wallet, right? You know, and also it gives bad publicity if these people, they didn't secure their own wallet and they got hacked. All right, it's bad publicity on their part, so they're doing what's good for the business, and I really like that. That's some additional details that they're giving out just to help you secure your wallet. That is the web wallet. So you can do staking on the web wallet. They also have a Windows wallet as well, and you can download that from GitHub, and that's under development. You can see right there it says you will have to allow 12 to 24 hours to download and synchronize with the blockchain. So it does take time to sync with the blockchain. I had that done before my Bitconnect staking wallet, my QT wallet, and it took a long time to sync up. And you know, and these people know that, so they prepared, and you know, let the users know ahead of time in this white paper. The external exchange will be launched 30 days after the ICO. And check this out: Coin Exchange, Nova Exchange, Livecoin, Yobit. These are all realistic exchanges that this coin, just like what Regalcoin or, you know, yeah, will be listed on, or like Bitconnect. Like you don't see them making claims like they're going to be on Bittrex anytime soon, you know, or Poloniex or any large exchanges. But these are definitely realistic goals that they can hit and they can easily achieve, because those are the first exchange sites that these smaller cap coins will be big cap later on, but these coins will be listed on. That's good to see. That's really realistic goals. Everything about this sounds realistic, so that's the most important part. All right, so before they launch onto the exchange, before that, they'll send an email out within 24 hours to notify you when they launch onto the exchange. And this is huge, guys. It says it's going to be predicted to be, or actually they're on price anywhere from $5 to $15 on the first external exchange. So you're talking about 5x or 15x gains, man. And you know, Regalcoin predicted at $10 once it hit the exchange. That thing went to what? It went to about $23. All right. So this, it could be way higher, especially with a company like this. It could be even $20, $25, $30, up to that too. So this is why this is an opportunity that you guys don't want to miss. You know, I'm definitely putting my full 1% out of my portfolio, and it's going to be somewhere around 2,000 or 3,000. Just hopefully they actually allow me to put that much. There is a cap. That's another thing I'm explaining to you later. From that point, we hope clients will hold or stake their Elektra coins. Okay, we're not projecting the EK price here. So they're projecting $100 in the EK price within a year. I project that I could even hit $100 way faster in a year. You know, it could do it easily. In maybe 5 months. All right, because just the way Regal's going, you got to think about it. If there's about 20 to 30 lending platforms, who is going to stand out as the strongest out of all 20 and 30 lending platforms in the next couple of months, right? So you have companies that actually has all these legitimate features about them, and well mapped out, and good support, have an actual product like Gold Reward. Man, these companies are going to have the competitive edge versus the one that are just pretty much copy and pasted with nothing thought out. This would be the one company that would stand out from the rest. So this is why I would actually put more into this company, because it's almost like a for sure thing to me. All right. So they also have a circuit breaker technology, just like Bitconnect, but instead this is 12%. If there's any price movement up or down, they could halt their own internal exchange. So this would keep control of the price. It won't fluctuate and crash, or because if anything goes up too high, too fast, it will come down just as fast, right? So this is a way to control the market. You know, if there's anything that will cause it to, let's say, crash, the exchange will pause, all right, and just hold off and let things settle down before, you know, there's going to be some massive sellout because people don't know what's going on. That's a good thing to see that they do have a circuit breaker. Bitconnect has the same thing, and it solved a lot of, you know, market price crashes just because they had the circuit breaker, you know. So it's a good thing to see that they have that implemented onto their exchange, right? So next thing is a trading bot. Right here it says screen capture. No one else would do this, all right? So if you have a trading bot and there's no type of proof, at least this company, they're going to take screenshots of their tradings, all right? So that's one thing you got to keep in mind. So that's why I really like this company, because of all these, you know, this like proof of what they do, you know, and also how they thought this everything out. Okay, so debit card. They have 500 free debit cards coming out, all right? They do cost $15, not much, but they're offering $500 or 500 free debit cards to people that invest over $1,000 in ICO, make a loan of $2,000 or more, or anyone that promotes, you know, on YouTube, all right? So I'll definitely will hit all this. I should be getting 3 debit cards, but I bet they're only limited to 1 per person, all right? So this will take a little time to develop, but you know, it's there. It's there. It's definitely needed for something like this. If you look down in the future, if you look 5-6 months from now, there's going to be a lot of lending platforms and a lot of people with a lot of money made from these platforms, and they're going to need to spend it. All right, so there's going to be all different lending platforms, maybe like 20, 30. All right, and everyone's going to have a lending platform, like a debit card, so they can spend the money that they made from all these lending platforms. That is something to consider down the road. You're going to see that. It's going to happen. Bitconnect already has its debit card. All right, Regalcoin will have their debit card soon as well. You're just going to see more and more of that, and it will be such. It creates more of a value because now people don't have to struggle to transfer the coin onto an exchange, trade it for Bitcoins before they can start spending it. Now people can directly use a debit card and start spending the money that they made from Elektra, for example, Visa or MasterCard, and start making everyday purchases. That's when everything changes, guys. If you guys haven't realized that, when that happens, this will create more of a value and it's more of an accessibility on everyday life purchases. So this would be really huge, guys. I'm talking about, I'm looking like several months down the road. This is what's going to happen. Everyone's going to have debit cards, and everyone is going to enjoy the money that they actually earn. You know, so it's not going to be a struggle right now or anymore down the road when you're trying to spend this kind of money. That is something to look forward to. All right, so for the next thing, back to the lending platform here. It says all the structure, payment structure, and we mentioned that earlier. Okay, so wait a minute. Lending will begin 5 days after the 30-day ICO period. We will not begin any early lending until the time because we want to make sure trading bots work perfect. Okay, so that's a little conflict from what I read earlier. Let's go look back. So it's saying that lending bot is actually going to start 5 days after the ICO, but on the roadmap here, it says lending program launched in 2018, Q1. All right, so there's a little conflicting information here, guys. So in 2018, a lending program should start, but it says right here that 5 days after the ICO ends, you know, it's going to start. So that's a little off. That's yeah, that's off. So hey, it's even better news if it starts right away. You can see a lot of results in a company that people are already making money. That will gain a lot of publicity on this company itself. So all right, so that's a little conflicting information there. I don't think they caught that. Maybe they made change in the plans, but that is a conflict of information. Okay, so next thing, early withdrawal. So this is huge, guys. So you can withdraw after you complete 50% of your loan, right? But you penalize 20%. So check this out. If I, for example, did $10,000 in a loan and halfway there, right, I wanted to withdraw 50%. At that point, I already made $5,000 from my daily interest. I'm just saying, just a very small. It says one. I'm gonna say average about 1%. All right, that's like the lowest it can be. But just keep in mind, there's a 0.4%. I'm not even going to include that. I'm just going to say I earn about $5,000 in interest, daily interest, if I reach the 50% mark at a $10,000 loan. So I have $10,000 in there. I earn $5,000. All right, and now if I want to withdraw, I get penalized 20%. So my $10,000 invested now becomes 80, or actually 8,000. Right? So I can withdraw my 8,000, and including my daily interest of 5,000, I will have $13,000, and that's mean I earned $3,000. And let's say for the $10,000 mark, if it's 50% there on 90 days, that's 45 days. That's a little more than a month. So I can earn $3,000 just like that in 45 days. I can earn $3,000. So that's a loophole, that people could take advantage of. If they want to do a quick 45-day investment and earn $3,000 with $10,000, that is super easy, guys. So that is why they implemented this right here. It says create a support ticket, explain the reason for withdrawals. All right, so people are going to try to take advantage of this early withdrawal, and it's a loophole, and that's why they want support to actually inspect each withdrawal reason. So you can't just keep doing it over and over, guys. They're going to catch on. So if you really have a serious reason for emergency, then use a withdrawal. But besides that, don't try to take advantage of this system. I know it's there, but thankfully they do have that support ticket you have to explain a reason for, and then it'll take 12 hours. But thankfully they have that in place, or else people will take advantage of the system. But anyways, here you go. So your loan will be returned to you within 12 to 24 hours. It'll take time to process. And keep in mind, 20% will be penalized for your loan. So with 10,000 in there, you get 8,000 back. All right, so that's fair, totally fair. That's good to hear. Like there's going to be circumstances where you really need the money for rent, or for some kind of maybe some hospital bill, or maybe some car accident. It could be anything. So when you really need the money, this will be the safest way to go. If you're going to put your money on any lending platform, and just for a peace of mind to get your money back when you need it, if you complete the 50%, this would be the safest way to go, to give you options. All right, so later on, when there's going to be 20 or 30 lending platforms out there, this would be one where you feel the safest and most comfortable with because of that option. Okay, referral program. This is nice. So 10%, they just started this on the ICO because this thing, it's going to blow up, and they're offering 10% all the way down to 842.5. Okay, so you have a 5-level referral downline for these ICOs. So whoever you recommended, they do a loan, or actually, sorry, they do a purchase of the ICO, you would get 10%. And then if they refer someone, they do a loan, you get 8%. So you can see how fast this thing would grow because of this high return in the referrals. All right, this thing could get, this company with the ICO would get sold out. It's already at phase 2. So if you guys don't get in, you guys will miss the boat on this. And I want to recommend that you guys don't miss the boat on this. This is actually one of the best ICOs I have seen so far, next to Gold Reward. All right, so definitely check this out and stick around to learn more about this. All right, right. So phase 1 is 15%. We're past that already. I got into phase 1 85 cents. Phase 2 now 10% bonus. All right, you guys gotta get on. They said the rest of the 700,000 UK will be used towards ICO referral bonuses. Okay, so you see that? They already have the reserves. They already mapped this out for the ICO referral bonus affiliate structure for recommending people into this ICO. So now they already have all these fundings allocated, and they already have the setup. They mapped this out so well, so detailed, that I'm pretty impressed just by all this information. Any EK left over will be held by Elektra for insurance on clients. So instead of burning the coins, EK coins, they said they're going to hold it for insurance, which is most important. Is actually protecting the investor in the worst case scenario, right? But trust me, you won't even see any of this because this space is such in demand, guys, that people will just buy this up in the next couple of days, and you guys would not even see any coins left over. I guarantee you that. All right, so here you go, guys. I logged in, and this is the back end of their my dashboard, and this is how you purchase it. Okay, so now I mentioned earlier in this video that this is a e-commerce site, and it's an e-commerce template from WordPress. All right, and this is not your typical HYIP template that you've seen with all the other ICO, lending ICO that just came out. So this is another uniqueness about this company, is that they use an e-commerce template. So I'll show you why in a second. It says buy now. So this is how you buy your coins. And I believe it did say 2,000 was a max for each account. Right now I have 1,489. I'm going to purchase as much of these coins as I can. So let's see what happens when I try to purchase 2,000 more. All right, so you guys can see right here, it asks you for billing details. All right, product. So this is why I say this is an e-commerce template, because they're asking you for your billing details. You know, with any other website or like a HYIP template, they don't need to know your billing details or address. All right, so I click on place order. Right here, $1,800 worth. I am ready to send this payment. I hope they take it. Right, so I just sent my payment for $1,800 worth of Elektra coins, and I really hope it goes through, because supposedly 2,000 is the max of Elektra coins that each purchase should get. That's a really good sign that they try to put a limit onto each account to get Elektra coins, because they don't want whales coming in buying all the coins up and manipulating the market. So when I see something like that, I am very confident that this website or this company will deliver, because of that piece of information alone. Setting limits, it's a huge deal. All right, so good to see that, and I just hope I get my coins. We'll see what happens, and I'll keep you guys updated on that in the comments if I do get my coins over 2,000. All right, so I did a little who is, and it seems like this website's been around since, for the Elektra coin domain, for 2017. October 17th, 2017. You know what? This thing hasn't been around that long. That's for the Elektra coin. Let's see. That's only 4 days. This thing's been around, well, the domain name's been around for 4 days. All right, so that's kind of too fast. That's something I don't like about this website because of that. But still, overall, it's just a domain name, so can't really get too much information on that with that alone. But it says 5 days it's been around, but this thing seemed like it's only been 4 days, right? So that's kind of weird to see that, but it's still not a deal breaker because of that. So next thing, you have IP location, and you see that it's Elektra coin. Elektra coin is on Netherlands, and it's been on Netherlands ever since. So this IP address it's static, it's not moving anywhere, jumping from place to place like a fake IP address you can purchase for $5. All right, so that's a very good sign that you see it all being held in Netherlands. That's good to see. All right, so now you know that Elektra coin offers you 10% and a referral, like affiliate down 5 levels deep. Check out the other ICOs that I got into. I'm earning money from people who are doing ICO purchases, and these companies are paying out. I withdrew money already, and I already earned these Bitcoins. So right over here is for Falcon coin, I believe it's about 200. Let me show right here. Well, for Falcon coin, I already have about $200 earned, and Bit Serial, this one grew so fast. This is only a matter of like 1 to 2 days. Actually, about 2 days after I posted onto YouTube. But right there, I had about 1,500 withdrawn and another $100 withdrawn. So it takes about 24 hours. For any of these ICOs, it takes about 24 hours before you can withdraw your earnings. But this is why these ICOs will sell out so fast. It's just because of this kind of viral structure of these payouts. So if anything that offers you these kind of affiliate bonuses, like people will want to promote it, and they're going to post videos about it, they're going to tell their friends, and those friends are going to tell more people. All right, so there you go. So that's my full unbiased review on Elektra coins, and we did kind of see like a few little tidbits like the email, it's not working, but you can contact them through Twitter. I guess they have a lot of volume and they just don't want to deal with the customer support through the website, but you can still contact them through Twitter, right? But definitely most important is how well everything was written on the white paper and all these things that they offer right over here, which is even outweighs any little, thing I see on the website that doesn't look right, like little typos here and there, or I mean, overall, this thing is just pretty well thought out, and it's actually explained in detail, step by step, everything, So, insurance policy, you won't see that in another ICO. All right, this will be the one that sets the trend if anyone has like some type of insurance policy where they actually hold 40% of the funds. Next thing is right here. Next thing is $5 to $15 expectation when it hits exchange. That's where they're going to be priced at. That is huge to see. All right. Remember, Regalcoin was $10 expected at once it hit the exchange. That thing blew up to 23, and now it's at what, $40 right now. So this is a 5 to 10. It's a reasonable valuation on what the price would be when it hit the exchange. It's going to go more than that. I'll tell you that right now. All right, so a circuit breaker, just like Bitconnect, that's another feature about this website on how they can control the price and prevent crashes, So that's another thing to actually consider, is that they could have a circuit breaker on their internal exchange of a 12% volatility. So if it goes above 12% on the price or below 12% on the price, they'll actually pause the exchange for that moment to prevent crashes. That's really good to see, and that's not ahead of time. So the trading bot screen capture, nobody else does that. Not even Bitconnect has a screen capture of the trades that they make. All right, so that's huge to see. Well, so the lending contracts here, 0.40% bonus. This is great. This is a pretty decent bonus to have, So we'll see what the volatility software does and how much you can earn in daily interest, but that's good to see. And also 90-day return. That's awesome, guys. You get your money back faster. And the biggest thing is early withdrawals. You can withdraw your loans out early if you have any emergency situation, but you just get penalized 20%. All right, that's unheard of in this game, and this will set the trend for the following lending platforms that come out. People are also going to copy Elektracoin and going to allow early withdrawals, but they're going to probably do a different completion rate and also a different penalty percentage. But this is huge, guys, if you guys haven't realized that, because I haven't seen this before, and this is really well thought out, and the entire white page is well written. All right, so this is it, guys. This is one thing, honestly, I would not miss, because if you see my Regalcoin account, I pretty much invested such a small amount considered on how much I made. I invested 4,000, and I built a downline of close to 20,000 people. All right, and right now my 4,000 I invested on the Regal coins, I have somewhere around $270,000 worth of Regal coins, and my downline, that is actually bringing about 7,500 daily. All right, so watch my other videos. If you guys don't believe me, all my videos are live and you can see it there. But that's what I'm saying. These kind of opportunities are not worth missing, because you're only throwing in a small amount. Let's say I always recommend probably 1% of your portfolio. So if you have a $10,000 portfolio in cryptocurrency, put $100 in it. It's not going to hurt, right? If anything goes wrong. But I'll tell you, this one, there's nothing. This thing will deliver. I can already tell, because this is all I do. All I do is just study these lending platforms. I don't trade altcoins anymore. It's not even profitable. The only time I was successful is when I got into these lending platforms. And you can see other success stories just like mine if you start reading the comments, or even talking to more people on YouTube, or even watching videos of people changing their lives around because of these lending platforms. All right, guys, so this is very serious here when I'm talking about this ICO can actually change lives. I'm not even kidding, right? Because if you get into this ICO and this thing goes 20, 30, 40x, your $100 becomes $1,000, $2,000, even $3,000. with a small investment. So pretty much what you have to lose, it's not much, but what you have to gain is so much that it's not worth missing out. So if you guys realize that and hop onto some of the best ICO lending ICOs out, you guys will be ahead of the crowd, all right, when all these hit the exchanges. So check it out, Elektra. This thing's at phase 2. It's going to sell out any day now. All right, so get on this quick. And this is one company you do not want to miss out on. Invest a small amount if you can, but I personally invested more onto this Elektra. Hey, hopefully they take my 2,000 because there's a 2,000 limit for Elektra. I'm trying to get more, so we'll see if they let me get my coins. But this is the one that you guys don't want to miss out. All right, so stay tuned for more information. Keep your eye on this one, and make sure to subscribe if you want more, information on lending platforms and updates on Regalcoin. Anything else I see opportunity-wise, I'll bring it to the table for all of us. All right, so subscribe, comment below, ask questions. I'm here to help. I'll see you guys on the next video.